This episode of Little Joe's Locks was brought to you by Pointy Jim, a pufferfish who decided he wanted to become a lamp. Anyways, getting back to the serious stuff here, welcome to Saturday. I hope everybody's weekend is going great, everybody's healthy and safe and all that jibber jabber. So, what we have here is a beautiful old Corbin cassette. Come on, focus, focus, focus! Anyways, we got this beautiful Corbin cassette here. This one's a little bashed up. I'm not sure. This brass faceplate's really bashed up. I'm not sure how much restoration work I'm going to put into this because I may end up actually damaging it worse. So I think we're just going to leave it as is, and you'll see why in a minute. So this cassette has a bit of an interesting story behind it. There's a church about 2 blocks from my place. It got demolished here in September, and the church was from 1942. That church was built on the ruins of another church that was built there in 1907. Now, when they wrecking balled the place, they wouldn't let anybody go in there and strip out any of the fixturing or anything. They're fucking weird about that here for some reason. I don't know. But I knew that because it's windy here in Edmonton, eventually the fence they had around the entire site would just fucking blow over and I'd be able to walk right in there with impunity and do whatever. That very Sunday, lo and behold, I went for my morning walk and boom, fence is blown over. So I ran home snickering to myself like a little schoolboy. And I grabbed a wheelbarrow. Now, the first thing I did was grab a bunch of bricks so I could redo my mentor's fireplace. Totally different story. And I was lamenting that I was unable to go and strip the locks and the cassettes out of the place. And just about then, I almost tripped over one of the front doors that still had this cassette attached to it. Now, the fact that this thing survived is a bloody miracle because they legit wrecking balled the building. They just came in there with a excavator with a shovel and an actual wrecking ball and just fucking smashed the whole place to smithereens. So I was able to find this cassette. What's neat about this cassette is that it's got a triple action lock. Ooh, look at all that stuff inside. So if we look in here, we got the accesses for the latches actually, and these will actually operate the main bolt, and we'll go to where the lock positions are right here, this little lever right here. So we're currently on our bottom position, which means everything is open. You can operate the door from both sides. Hold on, let's see if we can get that operated there. Or is this the locked one? I'm an idiot. Okay, sorry. This is the locked position. So this is the where the exterior door handle will operate, and you can see that's in the locked position. Now, if we grab the lever and we go down a position, that's everything's locked. Everything's locked. You can't get in. Now, if we go down to the last position, this one will actually lock the door open. So I really enjoy these double and triple action old cassettes. They got all these neat little brass inner workings and stuff like that. I obviously did not find this like this. I took this whole thing apart, cleaned it extensively, polished all the brass, and slapped her back in there. I had to replace this spring. I jacked that from another cassette that was of a similar size and design, but was not recoverable. This spring was rusted almost all the way through and had no tension to it whatsoever. Let's go ahead and release the tension on this. So yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys this beautiful cassette and the story behind it. And yeah, we'll slap that back together. The one thing that I do not like about this cassette is that the original lock cylinder is not with it. This is actually an early Schlage clone. It was very badly damaged in the demolition. You can see that there's some scuffing around the case and some dents. I've actually filed a lot of this off just to kind of clean it up so I don't cut my hand open when I try to touch it. This also has my first ever hand filed key. I know that's ugly. You probably saw fucking firewood with that thing, but the key does work. And we'll just get right in there. So the key actually does work. We're not going to trip any of the lock positions. Just show you that the key does spin freely in there. So yeah, that's it. This is a Corbin cassette from the 1940s. Amazing shape considering it's legit survived a wrecking ball. And it's a really good part of my collection. Anyways, I hope the rest of your guys' weekend is fantastic. That everybody's safe, healthy, and happy, and all that jibber jabber. We'll see you in the group. All right, bye.